Chapter 2, A Perfect Day. Harriet the Frog, Sophie called using Harriet's full name. It is that you in there? There was no answer from the Reese, so Sophie can called again. It's me, Sophie! There was a look. The Reese poked slowly. A green eye poked out. That Harriet hopped out into the open. Phew! It is you, Harry said. I had first steps coming, and well, God is you. And God is you. Harriet was shy around skies, but not with Sophie. They had known each other for as long as they could remember. Sophie told Harry about the popovers. Want to come to the bakery? Want to come to the bakery? Sophie asked. We could stop at the lake on the way. Harry giggled and shook her head. Oh, Sophie, forgot me. Not the lake isn't actually on the way. Heather is always spectacular. Thought Sophie, but she was right. The lake was a bit of a hike. Well, said Sophie, we have a lot of times, and it's our last day of vacation. Harry smiled. I'll tell my mom, she cried. Then hopped out of toward home. Sophie followed and watched outside Harry's house. It was but on the bank in the stream, not far from Sophie's. Here, the house, and thirdly, on Lily's paws, forgot on the water. The other half was bought into the police bank. Sophie knew that her dad, the town architect, he had helped Mr. and Mrs. Frog disguised. Soon Hattie were back, and she and Sophie were running off town the lake. Please be home before dark, Mrs. Rosen called after them. The girls never get into too much trouble in Shekel's first. Now and then, Sophie came home with pickers on her tail, tear on or modelly colored. One time she get lost after a motel, but she just asked one of the moles was for the leaders and soon found her way home. The port of Forget Me Not Lake was long, windy, and leaned into berry bushes. Oh, those make the best purple paint, Sophie excited, pointing to small some ripe berries. She stopped to gather some. Sophie could purchase in her packers at all times. For exactly this restaurant boasts the paws at Sophie's pockets were always stirred with berry juice. Finally, the girls arrived at Forget Me Not Lake. The water glistened in the summer sun. Sophie looked at Harry. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? She asked. Well, Harry said with a smile. You do want wild with imaginate. So be mouse, but you're thinking we should go leopard hopping hop on. Sophie climbed onto Harry's back and had on tights. Harry leaped out onto the lake. She jumped from lily pad to lily pad, happily across the water. This was their very forget thinking to do, at the lake. Later, the girls made flower cones. They looked for lived calves as until they didn't find any. They sculpted swords on the water, counting the leaps. They played hide and seek. Then Sophie made several from sticks and turned to walk on them when their tremors grabbed in it. It was time for Pebbles. The bowl on the bakery door got jangled as they each Mrs. Mouse was at the counter. Several animals were watching Perry in a line, proudly in line. Sophie and Hetty scurried behind the counter just as they always did. Lily Mouse took a moment to hug them. They then she whispered at first batch of perers, just come out, help yourself. The girls smiled gleefully and hurried back. Oh, sorry, hurried back into the kitchen as the needle their poppers. Sophie sighed happily. It was turning out to be a great last day of vacation already. There was she was thinking about the paints she would paint puddles she would paint around. She'd be sure sure to use her new pepperberry paint. Oh, and next chapter on next video. Bye bye.